Hello students, I am Safia, your science teacher. Today we are continuing the topic air, winds and cyclones. In the last session we have discussed about different properties of air. We have discussed air expands on heating, and one more property, that is hot air is lighter than the cold air. This property we are going to learn today, and based on this property only these winds and cyclones will be forming. Let us find out this how it is possible. So first of all, to know that hot air is light than the cold air, we have to do a simple activity. So the activity is, you need to take one broomstick and you have to take two paper cups. You can take two paper cups of equal size and same size, same color, same shape, everything is equal, and one broomstick with some thread. So what you have to do, tie this paper cups to the broomstick with the help of thread, and keep the paper cups inverted. So in this way the paper cups this is the mouth of it and this is the bottom of it. So you have to keep them inverted. And you have to hang these paper cups inverted like this. So we got this paper cups here, right? So these are inverted like this, and these are fixed to the broomstick with the help of a thread. Here one thread, here one, and this is the broomstick. Now you have to keep tie a thread exactly in the center like this. And now if you see, it will look like a weighing balance, common balance. You have to hold this thread exactly which is in the center. You have to hold the thread and you have to see whether they are in equal position or not. You'll observe that both the bags are hanging at the equal position. Okay, later on you have to introduce one burning candle here in front under one of the paper bag. For example, here this is the first, it was first situation, that is it was first A. Now we are inverting, now we are putting this burning candle under the paper cup. After some time you will observe that there will be imbalance in the weighing in this apparatus. What will happen? The glass which is present here will be moving up and this glass will be coming down. This glass will move up. There will be imbalance here. Why this glass is moving up? Because the air which is present around this got heated. Because we are keeping here burning candle, so because of this burning candle the air has become warm. And as the air has become warm, it has become light and helping this paper cup to lift up. Here the air is cool because we are not applying any external heat, so the air is cool here. So it is heavy, that's why it is on the lower side itself. But as the air has become hot here, it is rising up. So by this activity we can say that hot air is lighter than the cold air. In the same way, you can take one more example of hot air balloons. You know, hot air balloons, we name itself hot air balloons. When the air will become hot, automatically that balloons will start moving up, rising up. That is because hot air is lighter than the cold air. So this is why I have taken the small things, like because these are light in weight and easily we can find out the results. If you want to do, you can also do this activity, but in the guidance of your elders or your parents. So you have to handle this candle carefully. When there is one more activity which we have to do, then we will find out how air pressure is important. We know that air exerts pressure. So let us find out how air pressure is important for the formation of cyclones. So first of all, take one balloon, fill air into it. After filling air, tie the mouth of the balloon and start heating the balloon carefully. Keep little far from the candle and heat the balloon. You will observe that the balloon, the air which is present here will start expanding because air will expand on heating. And here you can see that balloon is expanding. That is because, and now slightly remove it all and open the mouth of the balloon. You will observe that the air will be moving upwards. you will observe that the air which is present inside the balloon want to escape, and it will escape if you open the mouth of the balloon. That is because air always wants to move from high pressure area to low pressure area. So if we take a balloon, okay, here I have a balloon, it is tied first. So when we are heating, the air is expanding here, the pressure of air is more here, it is high. Whereas the air which is present here, it has low pressure. So as I said, air won't escape from high pressure area to low pressure area. So as soon as you are opening the mouth of the balloon, the air will start escaping from here and it will move from high pressure area to low pressure area, that is above here out of the balloon. Next activity is to know why winds will occur in the nature. So that is what, first of all, you have to take a balloon and fill the balloon. Fill the space in the balloon. You will observe that the complete balloon will be getting a shape, and finally you can't blow it more. Okay, so at that time the walls of the balloon will become hard. Now slowly open the mouth of the balloon. What will happen? You will observe that the air tried to escape. That is because air want to move from high pressure area to low pressure areas, which we have discussed. In the same way here, wind also wants to move from high pressure area to low pressure area, and that causes sea breeze and land breeze, and not only that, these will become as engine for the cyclones, for the formation of cyclones. So you have observed that when the air is becoming hot, so as the air is becoming hot, it will become less dense. Density of the air will decrease, okay, when the air is hot. So as the air is becoming hot and it is less dense, so it is moving upside, and as it is moving upside, the space which is present there will become empty, and the cold air which is having more density will be coming and occupying the space of the air, and because this is a complete cycle, and this causes land breeze and sea breeze. So to understand this, you can do a simple activity. Take one incense stick. Incense stick is nothing but agarbatti. Take one incense stick and lit it. You will observe that when you lit, the smoke will be going up. Right? That is because the air which is present here will become hot. The air which is present here, the incense stick will become hot, and it is less dense. As it is less dense, it will go up. And again, the air which is present around, which is cold, it will come near the mouth, near the end of it. It will become hot. It will become less dense, and again, it will also be going up. So that's why the smoke and the air which is hot will rise up. Hot air will rise up. Now let us see how land breeze and sea breeze are causing. So let us take an example. I am drawing a simple one here. So this is, for example, land we have, and this is what? Water. You will observe the sunrise, right? Sun will be heating the surfaces, both the surface, land and the water surface. But in the daytime, so as the sun is present, that means it is daytime. So in the daytime, land will become more hot than the water, because water is deep. It will take more time that all the segments should become hot. So land will become hot easily than the water. So what happens here? As the land is becoming hot here, the air present near the land will become hot. And as the hot air, what happens? Hot air is less dense, so it will rise up in the above sky. Okay, and then the air which is present here is cool. So this cool air will be moving towards the land. Okay, it will occupy the space of the air which has escaped, which has become warm and which has risen up. So the space is empty here. So as a result, this cool air will be moving towards the land, and this movement is called as sea breeze. Breeze from the sea is going towards the land, so it is called as sea breeze. It will take place in the daytime. In the same way, this cycle will be reversed in the night time. There will be no sun in the night. So that means now the water has become hot. Water has become hot, and the land has become cold. So as we know, as this water surface is hot, the air which is present here will be rising up, and as it is rising up, the space will become empty. But the air which is present near the land is cool, so it is more dense. So the air will be moving from land to the water. Okay, in the night time, the breeze from land will move towards the sea. and occupies the space of the air. It will also become warm and it will also rise up. This is also a form of cycle. So this breeze, which will the cool breeze moving from land to sea, is called as land breeze. Land breeze will take place in the night time. Land breeze will take place in the night time. The effects of moving air. Moving air is wind. So take one glass and a postcard or any card you have to take and put a glass and card here. And now take one book or your hand with the help of your hand, wave like this. Out the up of the postcard like this you have to wave. After some time you will observe that postcard will start dancing here like this. That is because the pressure which when we are waving hand on above the postcard, glass is here, postcard, and here is a hand or notebook. So when we are waving here, what will happen? The pressure present here will become low, and as a result here it is low pressure. So the air which is present inside the glass have high pressure. So we know that air will move from high pressure area to low pressure area. So as it is moving, it will make this postcard to move. And in the same activity, second situation, okay, take the glass and the postcard. But this time you have to apply water to the rims of the paper, of the glass. Apply water to the rims of the glass and put that postcard. Now invert the glass like this. Now you are inverting the glass like this. Here we have postcard. Now you have to wave your hand, or with the help of your notebook you have to wave here. So what happens again here? The air which is present here under that postcard will become warm. The pressure will become less. And as the pressure is becoming less, after some time you will observe that postcard will be falling down. That is because air which is present in the glass is exerting pressure. It has high pressure. It won't come to low pressure. So postcard will fall down, and that air which is at high pressure will be coming towards the low pressure area. So same will take place in the cyclones also. So first of all, there will be uneven heating on the land surface and water, and as well as the uneven heating between the poles. So what is this uneven heating? Let us find out. So the next one is wind. Uneven heating on the earth's surface. Uneven heating is not equal. So uneven heating will take place on the earth's surface. So there is two kinds of uneven heating. One is uneven heating between the poles. So as we know, for example, if it is our globe, okay, north, south. So the region which is present here exactly it is called as equator, which is making this globe into two equal halves or two equal parts. It is called as equator, 0 degrees. Okay, and here you know that the regions which are present near the equator will have more temperature. That is because they get more sunlight. For example, if I am drawing like this, just for understanding, I am drawing this is the north hemisphere, this is the southern hemisphere, this is the equator. Okay, so this is the equator. So sun rises here. So sun is heating all the sides, but the regions near the equator will be getting more hot, more sunrise. So these are more hot than the poles. Okay, so this is 0 degrees, this is 30 degrees, this is 60 degrees. 30, 60 degrees latitudes. As we know that Earth has divided into horizontal lines, imaginary horizontal lines, those are latitudes. So for example, if these are latitudes, then here you see that the air, this region is becoming more hot. So the air present here, what will happen? As the air becomes hot, it will rise up. So air is rising up here. And where the cool air is present, it is present near the poles. So the cool air will start moving from poles, that is from 30 to 0 degrees Celsius. The air will be moving, the cool air will be moving from this region to the equatorial region. This causes the changes in the wind, uneven heating between the land and the water. You have sea, land breeze and sea breeze. Sea breeze will take place usually in the daytime. So we know that in hot days, what will happen? The land will become more hot than the sea. So what will happen here? The breeze from the sea will be carried towards the land. So these winds are called as monsoon winds. Monsoon winds. These are responsible for the rainfall. And these monsoon winds will be blowing from the month from June to September, and same process will be reversing from the month December to early March. So what happens? The hot air, the first it will take place sea breeze, then it is land breeze. So these, because of these breezes, we can see the wind will be blowing and it is helpful in the formation, in the rainfall. So it causes rainfall. But so many farmers in our country are depending on the rain for harvesting their crops. So many farmers are depending on water, or many water utilities will be fulfilled by using this rainwater only. So we can say by using this wind energy we can produce electricity also, so it has many uses. So can we say that wind is only useful, it is not harmful? No, we can't say wind is not harmful, it is harmful as well. As it is useful, in the same way it is harmful as well. We have, maybe you have seen the newspapers and in the TV have listened about cyclones. Word cyclones. So here it is, right? Cyclones. So what are these cyclones? Cyclones actually are these cyclones will occur in the tropical regions. They combine the air pressure and as well as the movement of wind is responsible for the formation of cyclones. Cyclones have called with different names in different places based on where they are occurred. Cyclones are actually they are violent type of winds which are blowing above the land surface, which will cause a lot of destruction to the life and property. So how these cyclones are formed actually? So as we know, near land breeze and sea breeze are taking place. So as the sea breeze is taking place, along with the water along with the wind will be taking the water, and that water will be going and forming as the clouds in the atmosphere. And as this sea breeze will be moving towards the land, along with movement it will bring water with it, and that water will combine together, the clouds will combine together and they'll form as a round swirl, and that swirling wind will be behaving as a cyclone. It will use the warm air. All the warm air will be coming and rising up here, and the cool air will be taking the place of that old air. So in this way all the airs will combine together, and along with air and water, these round swirling wind will be moving towards the low-lying areas and causing the damage. So this is how cyclones will be taking place. So the cyclones, the warm air and the air with low pressure will be behaving as the engine. It will help the cyclones, it will boost up the energy of the cyclones. Factors contributing to cyclones. So wind speed, wind direction, temperature and humidity are the factors which are helping for the formation of cyclone. So we know that cyclones are very destructive. It completely depends on the direction, intensity and the size of the cyclone. In India, usually cyclones will take place towards the north, towards the Bay of Bengal. Cyclones do's and don'ts. In ancient times there were not much satellites and all were not there, but still they used to give some time and they used to have some hint. But nowadays we have lot of improved technology, and with the help of that we can get the signals on the radios, TVs, etc. So first of all, you should not think, you should not leave any news regarding the cyclones. If they are saying you to be alert about the news of cyclones, then you should be alert. It does not mean you should stop doing the work. You should be doing your work, but you should be alert. If they say to evacuate the land, that means if they say you to leave that place, then you should be ready. You should pack all your essentials in the sense your clothes, your food, your medicines and any emergency things which you want with you, that you have to carry with you. You should keep all those things ready, as if they are saying you to evacuate the land, you have to leave your place at that time itself. And as well as you should be careful that whatever your cattle are there, they should move from good area. That is, if they are in the open place, or if the place is not correct, then you have to move them into safe places. And some other do's and don'ts are there which you have to see in your textbook and go through it. And if the cyclone has hit your area, then what you have to do? Post-cyclone measures. First of all, you should not drink the water which has, after the cyclones you will be getting the water that you should not drink, because it may contain some bacteria and some other impurities which may affect your health. And then whenever you should not go out to enjoy the cyclones, because that can be thunderstorm along with lightning, and that may strike you and it may cause to death also. And as well as never take photos of that, and if the wires are hanging freely, you should call the landman and the electrical men and they'll fix that. Do not play with anything which will cause harm to you and your family. And you should be helpful to others, the needy people, whoever wants some medicines or anything essentials, then you have to help them in providing that all things. And if you want, you can work in the relief centers also. If you know, you have to guide them how to move from one place to another place. So this is how we have learnt about the air, winds and cyclones. So wind is not only useful, it is harmful also sometimes. So this instrument used to measure the direction and speed of the wind is called as anemometer. So this we have discussed. This was this explanation about cyclones. Detailed study of this, about this chapter, that is cyclones, hurricanes, we will learn in the higher sections with more detailed explanation. Thank you. Bye bye.